You come home after another long day at the office. 10 hours of reports, meetings, and corporate noise. You sit at the dinner table, surrounded by the people you love, but somehow you feel absent, as if you're living life on autopilot. And when the house grows quiet, you find yourself here, scrolling on YouTube, searching for something that might make sense of the restlessness inside you. Have you ever noticed that the more you talk about your struggles or your plans, the weaker you feel afterward? It's as if every time the words leave your lips, a little bit of your strength goes with them. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." The Stoics believed that what you guard in silence is often more powerful than what you announce to the world. Tonight, I want to share with you 7 things the Stoics advised us to keep private, not as superstition, not as secrecy for its own sake, but as a discipline of the mind. Guard these 7, and you'll feel calmer, more resilient, more in control. Expose them carelessly, and you'll find your peace slipping away. The first is your inner struggles. Everyone carries battles inside, but to parade them openly, to spill them at every chance, does not make you stronger. Seneca wrote, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." The Stoic view is not to deny pain, but to master it. Journaling, solitude, meditation, these are your battlegrounds. The next time you feel the urge to unload your anger at work or your frustration at home, hold it for yourself first. Meet it with silence. In silence, it loses its power over you. The second is your virtue. Epictetus warned, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." We live in a culture of endless performance, where even kindness gets broadcast for recognition. But the moment you advertise your goodness, you corrupt it. If you give, let it be unseen. If you act with justice, let it be its own proof. Virtue is weakened when it begs for applause. The third is your future plans. Here, the Stoics were brutally practical. Talking drains the energy that belongs to action. When you announce every intention, your diet, your project, your ambitions, you feel rewarded before you've even begun. That is a trap. Better to remain silent, to build in secret, and let your results speak. The Roman proverb was simple: acta non verba, deeds, not words. The fourth is your sacrifices. You've carried burdens, stayed late, worked for your family, given more than you thought you could, but the moment you demand recognition for those sacrifices, you poison them. Aurelius reminded himself daily that expecting thanks for a noble act is like demanding payment for kindness. It turns virtue into trade. True sacrifice transforms you, not your reputation. The fifth is your weaknesses. Today we glorify vulnerability, but the Stoics were sharper. They knew that to scatter your fears too freely is to hand others the power to wound you. Vulnerability has its place, with a trusted friend, a spouse, a mentor, but not with the crowd, not with colleagues who will use it against you. Guard your weak points with discernment. Prudence is not shame. The sixth is your wealth. Even if you don't feel rich, whatever you have can stir envy. Seneca, who was himself wealthy, wrote that wealth should be held as if it were on loan. Flaunting possessions, salaries, or luxuries only invites resentment. And wealth, the Stoics knew, is never stable. Define yourself by character, not by currency. And the seventh is your spiritual depth. Whether it is faith, philosophy, or a quiet code of values, the deepest convictions lose their meaning when thrown into every argument. Marcus Aurelius prayed not with words, but with conduct, by how he lived each day under the weight of an empire. If you hold beliefs, let them be proven in your actions. That is real devotion. Now, 7 things: struggles, virtue, plans, sacrifices, weaknesses, wealth, and beliefs. Guard them, and you will build what the Stoics called the inner citadel, a fortress no chaos can penetrate. Reveal them carelessly, and you will weaken the walls of that fortress until every storm breaks through. So, here is the challenge. Which of these 7 is hardest for you to protect? Do you overshare your struggles, hoping for sympathy? Do you speak of your plans more than you act on them? Or do you demand recognition for the sacrifices you make? Be honest with yourself. Write it down. If you choose, share it in the comments, not for applause, but to help another man realize he is not alone in the same battle. If this message has stirred something in you, hold it with you tonight. Try keeping just one of these 7 guarded this week and notice how it feels. And if you want to go deeper, in the next video we'll look at how Marcus Aurelius himself dealt with relentless pressure, politics, war, family grief, and still managed to stand calm. Stay with me, because calm is possible, even in the chaos of your everyday life.